Hey everyone, Chris Davies here, and I am one of the client success managers and academy trainers here at LMN. Hope everyone is having a great start to the week. Last week of August, technically, or first week of September. Where did the summer go? Um, Anyway, I'm here today to talk to you about the LMN customer portal and how you guys can get paid faster using the new LMN customer portal. So kind of going from there, let's take a look at what we've got going on in the customer portal and how you guys can get paid quicker. So one of the things that we want to emphasize with the new customer portal, and my associate Joel, if you attended last week's Crew to Crew, mentioned our new customer portal helps you guys have more visibility with your clientele and your customers by providing them with timesheet data, visit information, when you were there, visit photos if you guys are using LMN Pro. All that kind of information is right at your customers' fingertips now. So again, providing you with a little bit more of an edge in regards to gaining their business or gaining their trust, right? So again, you can provide a little bit more information, or and technically a lot more information in regards to what you're doing for your customers without them having to call you or email you or anything like that. So, right, the customer portal, basically it's a two-way information street. You provide the information to them in real time based on your guys clocking in and clocking out using the LMN Time app, and therefore again, giving your customers the visibility as to when you were there, what you did, and again, any photos that you've managed to capture within your timesheets. So let's take a look at how now you guys can get paid from the invoicing side of things using LMN and the LMN customer portal. So what I'm first going to do here is I'm going to show you basically a timesheet. Okay, this has been recorded today for one of my customers, or technically myself, using my own little sample account here. So in this timesheet today, I did weekly mowing. I marked off the services being completed, right? So I've got my service set up as per visit billing. So anytime that I do a visit for myself doing mowing, right, it's going to generate an invoice. So again, if you're unsure about how to set up per visit billing or how to set up your jobs for per visit billing, just reach out to your client success manager. If you're one of my clients, give me a shout. More than happy to help you out. But again, as soon as your guys mark off that mowing service as being completed, okay, LMN will automatically generate an invoice for you so that you can you can send this and publish it to the portal. Okay, so here's my timesheet. I've marked that service off as complete. It was done this morning between 9:15 and 10:30 a.m. Okay, if I go down to my invoices now, to my generate list, okay, I can see that invoice pops up, right? So Monday, August 31st, I did my weekly mowing per contract, and my total is $74.18. So what do I do next? Okay, well, easy. Click on your plus invoice button. Do I wish to run an invoice based on this? Yes, I do. Okay, because what I want to do is I want to get it over to the portal. I want to get it over as quickly as possible. So clicking on this invoice run, I can see I've just got one invoice generated. Okay, here's my invoice. So now to do this, I can either open it up, take a look. I can approve this invoice now. Okay, now that it's been approved, I can actually publish to the portal. So again, the only way that this option is going to show up is if your customers have been invited to open up a customer portal within your CRM account list. Sorry guys, that's my my infamous guard dog. No, just UPS delivering something. So once I've got that invoice generated, okay, I can publish it to my portal. So again, very important to make sure that all the customers that you want to be able to have access to a customer portal or through online payments has been invited and they've got actually been set up. Okay, so again, refer to again my associates Joel's presentation last week. And again, you can see all of our crew to crew presentations at golmn.com. Just go into our academy training and you'll be able to view our previous videos there. So I've approved this invoice. Now I wish to publish it to the portal. So when I click publish to portal, okay, it's just going to give me a little message here saying when you publish this invoice to the portal, it will make it visible to your customer and eligible to be paid online. Okay, so invoices that are pending or in review will not be published to the portal. So two things that you want to do here. First, you want to make sure that you've checked your invoice, you've set the invoice to be approved, and then obviously you've clicked that publish to portal button. Your customer will be notified via email unless you opt out of this message below. So again, you do have the option to either just publish it without notifying your customer, or because the customer, again, this is just a nice little handy little tool that you have here. Click on that send customer invoice notification. It's great. I mean, it's just a simple email that sends to the customer saying, hey, so-and-so has uploaded a customer an invoice to the customer portal for you to pay. So if I click on publish, okay, it shows me here that the invoice has been saved, and I do see up here at the top that my invoice has been published to the portal. So now I'll click on close, okay? And then if I want to see my actual email, I'm just going to move this out of the way here. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, and now I can see here an invoice has been published to your customer portal. Okay, so one or more invoices have been published to your customer portal and now available for your review and payment. So the invoices available are listed below. So again, what my due date is, what my invoice number is, and here I can click here to log into my account. So it gives them a nice little a quick link so that they can go straight to their customer portal. Or for me, I've got it up here. Right, so now within my actual customer portal, I can go down to invoices and I can see that on August 31st, there's that invoice that needs to be paid. So again, me being the customer, I can just now click on that invoice. All right, I can click on the checkout. Okay, and then I can either pay by credit card, or for those of you who are in the US, you can now pay with ACH. So just a quick reminder, for those of you who have got your credit card set up but also wish to offer ACH payments to your customers, you will need to reach out to Card Connect and get that set up as well. So it is a separate process. It's not included with the Visa application. It is a separate application. So again, just make sure that when you log into LMN, just reach out to Card Connect and you can begin the process so that you can start paying with ACH. So again, very simple. I can, customer will go in, add their Visa or credit card information here. And likewise with ACH, they would put in their banking information here, okay, and just save it. And then they have the options to pay by either Visa or via ACH payments. So again, very, very, very simple. So some of the other options that you'll also have within the customer portal, again, you can see what exactly was done today, right? So I know that today mowing was done, so I can see my photo, my task that was done here, okay? Any invoices that have been paid or any that are due, right? I can go back in and look at all my invoices. Now, what happens once you've received a payment, okay, back in LMN for that same customer, right? So back into my job list, customers made their payment either via ACH or via Visa. I look up the job. Okay, I can now go down here and see my payments. Okay, so I'm going to manually create a payment because I don't have an ACH or a merchant ID set up. So just to kind of walk you through how that works. But in the case of a customer who does have either a Visa or a credit card or ACH payment set up in their customer portal, your actual payment will show up here. It will be indicated here that the customer has made a payment. All right, so I'm going to do one manually here for that invoice that I generated today for that mowing. So again, I do a manual payment. Payment date is for today. Payment method, let's say it's ACH. Okay, I put in here my invoice is for $34.96 for $74.18. I hit save and close. Okay, and now I have that second payment set up. Once I have my payment set up, or once I have my payments indicated and approved, I can then export it over to QuickBooks so that in my accounts receivable, it shows zero balance for those invoices. Okay, so there's the payment there and the payment there. So now I can export it to QuickBooks. Okay, click on update and then save and close. All right, so now here in my customer portal, okay, I can see that my August 25th and my August 31st invoices have been paid. All right, so again, I can see, my customer can see what's been paid. Your customer, you'll be able to see what's been paid right down here in your customer portal. Just by refreshing, they'll be able to see that the 25th payment and the 31st invoice have both been paid off, right? So now we just have to settle up on these last few invoices. So again, the two of you will have that relationship between vendor and customer, or client and landscaping contractor. You'll be able to see exactly what's due. There's no arguments. You've provided the customer with the invoice. They can see what was done, again, by going to the dashboard, so they can see exactly what was done, when it was done. So I can see that some mowing was done here, snow plowing was done back in the winter time, right? So again, they have a track record to see exactly what was done and what they're being invoiced for. Okay, so again, if you're using LMN Pro, you'll be able to attach nice little photos as well, before and after images, to show them exactly what was done prior what was done before you got there, and what it looked like when you were finished. Okay. So again, very, very easy, getting paid quickly, nice and fast. I mean, it can literally be done within a day. So no longer waiting for, exporting it over to QuickBooks, then mailing that or emailing that invoice over to the customer, right? Again, all you're doing now is just publishing the invoice into the portal. The customer gets an email notification to say that an invoice is due, and then they pay their invoice, right? Nice and quick. So there's no reason to say that you guys couldn't get paid within 24 hours, even 12 hours, depending on exactly when you want to run your per visit invoices. Okay, same holds true with construction jobs, right? If you're doing a construction job and you want to throw a deposit invoice, as long as the customer is set up in the customer portal and they've set up, you've got your merchant ID number, they've put in a credit card that they wish to pay for, or they've set up a pre-authorized balance, which can also be done too. So for those of you who are doing maintenance work, you might want to discuss with your customers that, this is what your monthly invoice is going to be. If they want to set up an auto pay with a credit card, they can do so as well. When your customer sets up their actual payment methods, and let's go here to profile. When I set up my payment method for both either credit card or ACH, I do have the ability, okay, to actually set up a pre-authorized payment amount. So if I know that my monthly invoice, or if I'm doing a seasonal contract and I know that my monthly invoice is going to be, I don't know, let's say $282 every month, I can set a pre-authorized amount on my credit card for $290 if I want, as the customer. And then every time that I send an invoice over to the customer portal for that customer's monthly invoice, it will automatically process that payment and send me a payment automatically. So again, nice and quick turnaround from you issuing the invoice out to the customer versus being returned as the final payment. Okay. We do have a little bit of time today there is a lot within the customer portal that we want to cover off. But if you do have any questions in regards to payments and what the difference is between credit card payments versus ACH, how to set them up, or how to get your customers invited to the portal, please feel free to just enter your questions into the chat box, and I'll be more than happy to walk through some of the questions that you might have. So I do have a question here from Tyler. Can we just export customers so not having to double enter customer's name? Actually, sorry, Tyler, I'm misunderstanding your question by exporting customers. If you don't mind, if you could just throw that back into the chat window and just elaborate a little bit on that question for me, I'd be more than happy to answer and walk through it. All right, Tyler's not getting back to me yet. So if anybody hasn't had an opportunity to walk through the portal or to see how you invite your customers to the portal, so I'm not too sure exactly what Tyler was talking about. So again, hopefully he'll throw his message back in here, and I'll be able to get it. Sorry, another question here from Josh. In Canada, is the only way to pay via credit card, or is there compatibility with online banking payments? Josh, at the moment, unfortunately, yes, it's only credit card payments available in Canada right now. We are looking at offering ACH very, very soon. It's just a matter of, dotting some I's and crossing some T's, and we'll hopefully be able to avoid or to offer ACH payments within Canada as well. Okay, so Tyler, we use QuickBooks for on-site quoting, so would like to just import customer info into QuickBooks. So anytime you create a job or you create an invoice within LMN, if that customer is not created in QuickBooks, LMN will create them as you do your export. So what we're trying to hopefully deter from, Tyler, is just being able to keep your customers built in LMN. That way it saves you the time from doing double the work by building them in LMN as well as building them in QuickBooks. So if it's a new customer and they don't exist in QuickBooks, just do all your, build the customer in LMN. When you export the estimate over, that customer will now get created in your QuickBooks account. So now any timesheet data or any invoice data that you send over to QuickBooks, that will automatically be there for you, so you don't have to do double the work. So hopefully that answers your question. On the flip side, I mean, if you're doing your initial proposal in QuickBooks, then you could export your customer list from QuickBooks over into LMN. It won't create any duplicates. It'll just add new ones as you go, and then you'll be able to have your customer list, that new customer that you created in that QuickBooks quote in your LMN account as well. Okay, so another question here. How can I show if someone paid cash or check? So if the customer's paid cash, technically then that won't go through the portal, obviously, because it's going to come through via, if it's a cash payment, obviously somebody on the field is going to have to bring that cash back to you. Then you would have to create a manual payment within LMN. So again, to show you what an LMN payment would look like is just creating it here. So when you create that payment, you can select cash or check. Okay, so if they give you cash, if they give you check, you would select that payment here. Just bear in mind that credit card payments and ACH, so automated banking payments, will only come through the portal. So if it's cash or check, it's going to be a physical handoff, whether it be an envelope of cash or a check in an envelope. You would have to create that manual payment in LMN, and then that payment would then get processed to your QuickBooks to settle up on your accounts receivable. So hopefully that answered your question as well. No more questions. All right. Well, if there aren't any more questions, what we'll do now, I just kind of wanted to review a couple things with y'all before we close off the crew to crew for today. All right. Just as a reminder to those of you who are LMN attendees, oh, looks like we have another question here. 1 second. No, nothing yet. All right, sorry. So again, just a couple other little features within LMN that you have at your disposal. Our forms library. So again, this is available over on the LMN estimating side. So you want to check this out. Just a bunch of documents that we've provided for you to help you out with your business. Some health and safety stuff, human resources, some job descriptions, just a lot of information there that you could use or that's at your disposal that you can customize for your own operations. Another thing I'd like to recommend to everybody too is make sure you stay connected with us. There are 2 LMN user groups, one on Facebook and one on LinkedIn. Both of these, again, free to join with your LMN subscription. So just reach out to us at Facebook and LinkedIn. Great way to network, ask questions, get advice from other LMN users, as well as get feedback from LMN directly. So we do go into the both user groups and we do answer your questions. But again, there are tips and tricks provided by other LMN users as well. Okay, and lastly, wanted to just remind everybody about the features that are available within LMN on our main website. All right, we do have the LMN Academy. So for those of you who are doing snow removal, tune in next week, September 8th, 9th, and 10th. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We do have 3 one-hour classes on how you can set up your LMN account for snow removal. It takes you all the way through the estimating phase, all the way through the invoicing phase. So in 3 different classes. So again, that's on September 8th, 9th, and 10th. Always check out your LMN one-to-one support with your dedicated client success manager. So again, hook up with your client success manager, ask them any questions that you didn't get a chance to ask about today regarding the LMN customer portal. We're here to help you. Also, highly encourage you check out our LMN workshop. So we do have a snow workshop next week on the 9th, so next Wednesday, hosted by none other than Mark Bradley. So again, can't miss event. So make sure you register for that. So again, go lmn.com, check out our workshops and register for Mark's webinar on the 9th. And of course, our LMN free webinars, much like our crew to crew, crew to crew series. So the next crew to crew customer portal series will continue after Labor Day. So we don't expect you guys to log in on Labor Day Monday. September 14th and 21st will be our next crew to crew webinars. So make sure you check those out as well. All right. So again, from all of us here at LMN and from our crew to your crew, thanks very much for attending our second part of our customer portal series, and we'll hope to catch you on the 14th of September. All right, take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.